Okay, second game. Let's see. I mean, the bans are target bans against Jack Spectre, right? He's known for Draven Callista, and he's like a lot better laner than anyone in LVP. So they take out the laning champs, and also he's a Draven. He's was known as a Draven OTP. Smolder. Zizefik doesn't play the AP Kaiser build, he only plays the AD Kaiser build, so he doesn't really have a counter for Smolder. And also it's 14-5, so Smolder is still not nerfed to death. Rumble first pick makes sense. Those bans are just like Ashes Flakes. Varus is just solid laner as always. Ori solid mid laner. They think that Volibear is really broken. Since Volibear can go into top and into oops, oh my god. Into jungle as well. Right, so it's a nice flex. This Cassante here, I honestly don't get it. I think it's a good matchup into this or can stabilize it. Disagree. I think they should just go Renekton every time. And Renekton allows you to get Hexdrinker as well, since they will most likely go double AP, it's really good. Mercs and Hexdrinker just makes Renekton unkillable. Vi again, Vi Ari, known combo into any whatever AD carry they go here. Here they should probably just match jungle though. Sorry, mid lane. Not jungle. Man, too early. Yeah. Now they just ban out Kaiser against Sisyphic and also another follow-up AD. Depends on what. I don't really know his champion pool too well. Nautilus doesn't really do anything, honestly. They don't like the point and click into LeBlanc probably. That's why, but Nautilus isn't really a diving champ. And they get counter pick on support, which allows them to, for example, go Braum. But they probably feel like they don't want Braum because they are better laners. And that's why they ban Nautilus. Makes sense in that sense, but do disagree. Xayah makes sense. They have a diving comp. This guy gets countered by it. This guy gets countered by it, and he gets semi countered by it. Railban, I really think they should have banned Kaiser. This ban also makes sense. Again, gets countered. Rumble doesn't really care about Renata, but the other two get countered really hard. Aphelios, also really good when enemies go onto you. Aphelios doesn't peel himself that well though, he just has max damage. Yeah, this Kaiser looking pretty obvious. They dive. Zizefik is a big Kaiser player. He loves his champion. So yeah, makes sense. He accepts that the lane is rough for like joining the comp. He doesn't really have any other options though. Alistair blind pick. Not the biggest fan. They can just go range champ here, melee or Lulu. Tam Kench even. Like they could, for melee champs, they could go Tam and yeah, Thresh. But I would have preferred if they just went Lulu. Let's jump into game. Like they want to jump in. I do think they didn't use their counter pick too well, to be honest, on Thresh here. I really would have loved Tom Kench or Lulu. I do think this time left side has winning draft if they play from decent or ahead. But right side kinda outscales again, since Aphelios is just really good to get into all the champs that jump into him. Like this is kinda like picking the Thresh here is just ego pick, I think. top lane, Rumble should get push, mid lane Ari should get push, bot lane they should get push. So Vi just puffs top, so he can play for the scrap, and Volibear puffs bot, so he can play for the scrap. Quite easy, and they can play for dive bot as well, since it's obvious Vi wants to puff top. What Vi could do to adapt the pathing is basically start wolves and then path into bot. This swap by Team Heretics is really good though. They see Vi enter into top side every time. So now they can freely play for bots. Volibear can just run bot instantly here and they play dive on this wave. Or yeah, he just full clears and they play on next wave. Depends on how hard they push. Or they also play on bounce. It just depends on what they want to do. They're not forced to hard play though. But yeah, they're playing dive on this wave and on this existing wave. That's why I would have liked Vi to just start worst path into bot, but I get it, Vi wants level 6, right? And it's kinda hard, to be honest, to dive this. How the fuck is this even possible? I need to slow it down. Like, this shouldn't be possible. Can I show the dive, please? Okay. So how they should play it on blue side. Alistair just needs to flash the hook. Kaiser needs to hide beside minions so she doesn't get hooked. And then Volibear is forced to flash Q on Kaiser. And she can just cleanse it and flash as well, and then they can freely play this dive. Thresh doesn't ignite since Kaiser could cleanse it. I think it's a big mistake though. He should ignite and then play range. And Alistair should also just go on these two, CC them both. He should, like, if he didn't flash before, he should just Q flash here. And knock one of the, like, knock the Volibear away. It's still worth though, because, like, look at the wave Kaiser loses, right? It's still worth, but I just don't like how both of the sides played it. They go for the return dive though, it's really well played. I would have flashed this as away, but to be honest. Yeah, this time I have a good response. Rumble being ahead for Kaiser being slightly behind is okay. But yeah, he shouldn't have used W. Like, if he wants to W, then W the Philius here. But yeah, he should have just kept W for this, and then he should have Q flashed these two. So they don't do damage to Kaiser. And Kaiser just kills this. It's a poorly played dive via blue side. This dive on the other side is not poorly played. This was really well played. Yeah, bot lane is behind. But Kaiser got a kill, so it's not the end of the world. But wave is so pushing bot, right? So why opening top here? Doesn't make any sense. How they should play, like, they don't show opening the map. Dive happens. I really want to see the map opening here to explain. Okay. So how I should play map opening here is do wolves, run into bot, defend this slow push, and then play for the camps on respawn and say fuck this one. And then on the second void crabs you can just play for 2, because your rumble is strong enough. Because now you need to defend your bot lane from the slow push. What you can also do is just do one void crop and then leave, but it spawns in 50 seconds, so it's way too long. So just play wolves, play into bots. Like this game is respawning soon, so you want to allow your bot lane to crash this. Rumble is winning alone. He can just hold the wave here, and he can't walk up anyways. This is a good TP by LeBlanc to force break the freeze. Good by LeBlanc. She loses a bit mid lane, but they relieve pressure top lane. And now Heretics can play for this, because again, they shouldn't be able to get off, since they can just thin the wave. Like, this is so awkward. Let's go back a bit. So LeBlanc has slow push here, right? So Volibear should just do this camp, play into here. He has smite up, one shot one of the camps, and then leave. He should kite it like up in this direction. We're taking it, take one, and then move into this and defend bot lane on their slow push again after this wave crashes. Good. That's just they're better. Heretics bot lane is just better. That's why this works. Like, this is Heretics bot lane is just better. It's just well played, like mechanically, like this hook is winning. And then they just run him down, right? It's quite good. Like the weapons from a few this year as well. It's so well played. They trade now, since Botland died, it's okay. Or like it's needed. But having purple buff on LeBlanc is quite nice. Same for Ari though. But yeah, you could have gotten one and then played for the 4 on Heretics if you get one, and then you basically swap your bot and top. Now game should be slowed. Heretics is just ahead, so they can play for invades. Don't want a hard commit, obviously. Their bot is just better. Like if they play so cocky though. It's like, they play for this just because they know that Thresh will never fuck it up. Like, Volibear could also just clear his top camps and then base, play into bot, dive bot again. Clean. Should never happen, but clean. And now your win con starts to like struggle, right? Since with this kill, he just stabilized the lane. He will get his Spectre's cow, and he can start working into his first item. While he loses the wave, he gets the wave. He just doesn't have ignite anymore since he just ignited. So now top lane is stabilized, and left side kinda doesn't have any win con anymore. Now it gets hard. Good mechanical play by Carlson, really good. Yeah, no, like you having a win con is really hard. And bottom keeps snowballing. Yeah, this game is over, honestly. They just won it by being better. On Heretic side. So how they want to progress now is by allowing LeBlanc to roam, dive bot over and over again. Like they are confident enough to play the 2v3 here since Kaiser kinda doesn't play. This Fresh Camp just play Lantern and they keep farming top as well since, yeah. Oh, shouldn't happen. not happen. It's just way too cocky. Like, see, that's what I mean. Heretics is playing so cocky. Yeah, just way too cocky. Way too cocky. And now, because they died here, the wave is slow pushing. And this again stabilizes it for blue side kinda, since blue side has the option with the slow push now to play for this. Spawning in 44 seconds. Thresh is basing. Alistair's tempo though, he can move mid. They play to wait this ult, should be up around Grub's timer. Alistair moves mid with Ari. Ari still has ult. Rumble has ult. And Aphelios stays bot, right? He kinda can't move. So now that gives left side a chance to play for purple buff. And Kaiser is obviously the better 1v1 champs depending on the weapons. So even though she's behind, she can still contest Aphelios depending on weapons. The Waves is slow pushing. And now, like, because of all this, as I said, they can play for deck, or they can just give this up and play onto bot. Because they need to move up and play into this. To either defend, like they don't know what they do. So they need to be mid lane and then react. So now blue side decides what they want to do. And then red side can just react. Volibear plays for zoning bot. In response, good response. They should have just respected. They should have just respected. I want to see this again. What happened? Did they get bot tower out of it? Oh, they just took and catch a target. And they skill check them. Heretics is just perma skill checking them here. And they're winning. Like, Heretics is just better. But yeah, as I said, like, Kaiser's just a better 1v1 champ, so she still has a chance. Depending on guns. I'm gonna speed this up a bit more because this game is over. Like LeBlanc can just progress on side, rotate into mid, and then they can play on LeBlanc poking enemies perma. Speed this up a bit. Just well spaced by this effect though. And he obviously has suicides because I think he doesn't want to have shared gold, right? LeBlanc and Aphelios getting gold, he rather just gets one of them having gold. Speeding this up a bit because now the game is gonna stabilize again until Drake. They just push, set up vision. They shouldn't allow enemies to breathe. Like they can't play on mid lane turret. They want to play on LeBlanc side since LeBlanc is really ahead. What they just want to do is push mid and play on into the turret on LeBlanc's side. So push this, set up vision, clear vision, and then play for this top lane turret with Fat LeBlanc. That's just how they want to play it now. Because if they just stand mid lane, I can just ult in, right? And then Kaiser can join and so on. So they just play for enemy jungle and vision. This happens. I'm gonna slow it down for the fight. And now they just can't follow by. They should not chase here though, by the way. Cars and Truth just kept pushing bots. They will respond after this play happens though. It happens, but then he can just peace out afterwards. LeBlanc can go back top, push wave again. They do Herald with pushing mids. If they want to be sure and they are scared, then Carlsen can, after the wave he pushed, he can move mid and have flank on them, but he doesn't need to TP there. Then if Kaiser ults in, he can just TP to zone, but they wasted TP here. They're so ahead, they can like play more aggressive. Like the way they played cocky before, they are not playing it cocky enough now. And now they don't have TP advantage, right? And Cassandra doesn't have TP anymore, and Rumble plays without TP anyways. Which I do think is a mistake here. Volibear can just always ult the turret if he wants to. But he's so fat, like they can do everything. But honestly, this play is so off tempo. They use so much just for the 1 kill. So once they decided to do this, they like Heretics needs to respawn bot, right? So we speed it up a bit again. They accept mid lane wave here, and then Aphelios wants to base, right? As we see, since he is basing afterwards. So LeBlanc should push top, they should also base. And then they should just play freshly on the map again. With pushing waves, because he doesn't have wards anymore. And yeah, they should just press B afterwards, and then play into topside turret, play for the topside turret. They have 1.5 minutes to do that. And then they can play into bot again, but they have a window of 1 minute 20 to play top lane. So with basing and stuff, they have 1 minute to play top lane turret, so they can push wave. They have 2 waves to push it, since they have void crops. They can take this turret with a rift turret, or if they want to play it safe, they just go back to LeBlanc being top. LeBlanc will have TP on Drake, and they start setting up bot side vision. But what I don't like is Aphelios will base here, Casantis base without TP, and they like waste their own tempo for 1 kill, and Volibear wants to have flash, right, for the Drake. So he uses flash here for not even getting a top lane turret, since enemies have tempo now. And these two are not even on the map. He uses flash now for 1 kill. Obviously they're not waves, but those waves don't give them enough at this point. If you're this ahead, wasting flash for 1 kill doesn't really do anything. And now Thresh needs to base. Rumble is just top again. So I really don't like this play. Aside info, I just watched the first game. I know a bit of the drafts, but I don't know like the other games. Like this game either. Just only parts of this game. Okay, now LeBlanc has TP, Drake is spawning in 1 minute. They are clearing. Aphelios does this, which I really don't like. Instead of doing Raptors here, Aphelios should be with his team. Hold this vision line here, like they shouldn't be able to clear this. And Aphelios just stands with his team here, defends this ward. Carlson can move in, right? So they can punish them for moving in here if Aphelios is standing here. And they probably wouldn't even walk in here since there is the ward. I need it on the other side. Yeah. Oh. Because this ward shows them that Aphelios moves in here. So they are allowed to move in here. Aphelios shouldn't do Raptors here. He should just stay here with his team and insta play on the next wave with bot lane being able to move in as well. And LeBlanc having TP advantage. Don't like that Spectre went for the Raptors here. And also, like, he's not gonna be able to buy Infinity Edge before the Drake, so taking this is obviously gonna make them respawn fast and more gold, but he's not gonna get the spike before Drake from this. He wanted to use his weapons, since he didn't take the camp probably, but I just don't like it. They allowed him to clear the pink, and now they are not walking in because they don't have vision anymore and they can all base. So now on next wave they can push again, but until then they are able to spend their gold without losing this vision line. Like they just, like, blue side just cheated this vision even though they shouldn't have it because Spectre went to hit the Raptors. Oh, he didn't. He just didn't do all of them. But Rift Herald, like, they get away with this because of Rift Herald, but that's just, they wouldn't have needed to use the Rift Herald if they used it properly. Could have just played like vision / bases again while his team defends this low key, like just fake defend it, and then after this Herald you can after this Drake you can use Herald mid lane and then move into top with the freshly uh, gotten, like with the fresh wards that Thresh got. So yeah, tempo blunder again by Heretics. It's good that they play into vision here. Get mid push, play finally for top end turret, which should have been gone already for a long time. And now how Heretics wants to play. They have this spawning in 3 minutes 30, so again they have 2 minutes 30 to play this. 2 minutes, I would say, to make sure. But since Nash is spawning, they now have a window of 1 minute 10 to set up vision, play into this pocket, and then they have the decision, or like they can do decision if they want to play for Nash or for Soul, and blue side is just forced to either accept them taking Drake and try to go for Baron, which they do not have enough damage for, besides when Rumble joins, but with the Rumble joins it's really obvious, and then the Blanc can just kinda solo stop them from doing Nash, to be honest. And like, if they see that, then Volibear just solo does this and the rest moves up. Or if Team Heretics moves into Baron and gives up Drake, then they can trade it. Like, blue side can go Drake and take it. So what Heretics should do is just like play into topside pocket vision now, and then play for Drake into basing instantly, or best case basing before Drake, not setting up too much vision, and then playing instantly into Nash. Carlsen just pushes Fox, pushes Fox. It's good because I mean that reset topside, opening mid, quite normal. Again, this point is just routine to end this game, right? Now play into topside vision, so LeBlanc can play for this. Like as I said before, LeBlanc is so fat, you just want to play into LeBlanc's side. And you have enough time for Drake. Again, 1 minute 20-ish. At 1 minute 10 is the latest you want, before Drake is the latest you want to base. So at 1 minute you leave the base. At 50 seconds you enter a river. It's the latest you want to do. Unless you're this ahead, then you can maybe cheat it a bit later. They set up vision, now they play mid again, Jack Spectre has got weapons for it again, and Cassandra pushed bot again and moves up. Now he will move bot again and just depush it again. He has TP, so it's okay, if, like worst case, you can always TP. It's just basic chess rules. Because Thresh used Lantern, they allowed him to walk in here, but now they lose the bottom wave. The bottom wave will push to Heretics again. LeBlanc gets a chunk. They clear vision again. And it will just keep going like this. Since both side lanes of Heretics have push, they can just perma-base whenever they want, and now they are gonna play into Drake. LeBlanc will just keep pushing top. Volibear can also fork if he wants to. If they don't feel like they need Drake, then like a Drake setup. And yeah, they can play to defend this first and then play onto Drake. Or as I said, they can play to trade as well. Like with Baron they should be able to end or progress, so okay. Don't like this. Xerxes is a bit lost. They have perfect weapons. What they do now is they start Drake, Nash before Drake is even spawned. So they finish Drake and like they do the exact opposite of what I said. Is you start Nash and then you go into Drake. They're doing this now, and then they want Cassandra to TP on flank here. Like they have really, oops. They have really good flank wards. Like the blue knows about this, but they don't know about this. They don't know about this. This might get cleared, but this one will never get cleared. So Cassandra has great TP ward, and Team Heretics just starts Nash to force enemies to walk in, and then Xerxes is already on a good flank position. Cassandra TPs here, enemies walk into you, LeBlanc gets space for you. They can just pick off the rumble, like she can just pick off the rumble here. I hope she doesn't go for the Alistar. So she should just wait here. Should honestly play into this pocket with Sweeper. If she sees Alistar walking up because he might ward this, yeah, that's how the fight should go. Oh yeah, she did. Perfect. Really good vision play by Xerxes. But Heretics fucked up. How did Heretics fuck this up? Gotta slow it. So Carlsen TPs. No Rumble, right? Oh, okay, Xerxes should not flash on Rumble here, since that gives uh, this angle on Aphelios. Aphelios follows this when he should stay here, and then if Wooly wants to do this, he flash Qs this one, and then he ults back, so they can play front to back here again. And Cassandra still has flank, LeBlanc is out of fight, but she can base DP if the fight goes long, and Jax Spectre has perfect weapons for the enemies to jump into him. But because he steps too far up that Alistar is in combo range, and he doesn't flash the combo, it's really over, since he gets CC'd, perma-CC'd. So Jax Spectre is fucked up here. And also Zergs are fucked up here. Like the Bonk died at the end, but that doesn't matter. Like even if she dies there, like Rumble has no. They just like they feel like they cannot take Drakes, and these people are still alive. LeBlanc has TP when she's alive. They don't really have enough damage, as I said, without Rumble. And worst thing, like the thing is, if they get go Nash, like right side can for sure take Soul. They want to deny Soul. That's why they also don't play Nash. It's arguable if they have enough damage for Nash at this point, but if they get Nash, then right side for sure gets Drake. But honestly, right side kinda doesn't care. Now, Vi doesn't have flash, Alistar doesn't have flash, he just used it, and Aphelios still has flash, so what they want to do is, again, push this. LeBlanc walks bot, plays for this this tower. Cassandra walks top, pushes out top, hovers mid lane, allows Aphelios Thresh to push. They still have existing vision here, so Thresh can just renew it. They can push out mid again after Cassandra hovered into mid. Then they can swap lane assignments, so Aphelios goes top with Volibear and Thresh. Cassandra pushes mid perma and then hovers into top side. This is one of the situations where you can kind of play like a fake 3-1-1. Sadly, this game doesn't show like sideline setups that were around objectives, since both teams kinda don't care about it. Also, it's kinda sad this hook missed. There were some mechanical misplays. Like Alistar flash comboed, obviously, but you should still be. That's only one thing that will kill you here, so it shouldn't be happening. He should, and also he can, like, after the combo, he's perma-CC'd. Like, maybe if he spams it here, he can jump here, but he was greedy to click on the lantern. But we are not caring about individual mistakes, like mechanical misplays. Sorry, I am kind of brought up. Yeah, mechanical misplay, and now we can do the rest of it. But Chico Arikan did a special, like a voice living, it's so funny. They're not doing it, they're just starting Baron, enemies walk into you. This is just way too fast setup, right? Bot lane is not set up properly, top lane is not set up properly, mid lane is okay. But this is really weird. LeBlanc is not on a flank. LeBlanc, like how LeBlanc wants to play is she wants to be here. So enemy walk into your team here, and you can keep poking over the wall here, or you are here and then you play here into the enemies. But since enemies are walking from here and here, it's better to be on this side for LeBlanc. LeBlanc doesn't want to be front to bank champion. She probably thinks that if enemies are jumping into you, let's clear this real quick. If enemies are jumping into you, you don't have a job here. But if you stand on this line, then enemies can't just jump into you, since if like Ari can't just jump here. Kaiser can, but Ari will have to hold her charm the whole time. And also, you can poke Kaiser before she jumps in. So he should just be on pocket here. Where he goes now, okay. Now no charm, so LeBlanc can just jump in. But now, they need to answer top wave, and soon bot lane wave as well, since it's not set up. So they have to stop this play. And they have to defend mid as well, which would be okay if the setup on the other two side lanes would be okay. But now it will be just a random fight happening on mid wave, I would guess. Now they get position because they need to answer top lane wave, they need to answer bot lane wave soon. Cassandra should, by the way, take top here, and LeBlanc should walk into bot. So she has TP. If she pushes this wave out, then they can play. Like, they should just defensively take this, because she needs to... Oh my god. She needs to, like, LeBlanc will push this out, but anyone should push, like, Cassandra should push this out. Ophelia should just take the... my god, the wave here. LeBlanc should be on the way bot lane, push this out, push this wave, so this wave is pushing, and then that slow pushes into enemies turret here. And then after they accepted one wave defensive here, LeBlanc can just move mid again. She has W, she's quick. Cassandra can after this wave, he doesn't have to push this one deep, because LeBlanc can also, what she can also do after pushing this wave is spacing, running top instantly, and instead of Cassandra moving top, which I would like more though, but Aphelios maybe doesn't want to be alone, even though he has flash. So Cassandra could also just stay here. LeBlanc pushes out bot real quick, drops this wave, it's okay. And then on this wave, red side minions are pushing again. Would be being more fed for LeBlanc, and also the safer play. And now they need to give this up anyways, and they lose the waves on side lane, and they still like accept the wave defensively. So it's really awkward. Really, really awkward. Because now they can clear the vision, which they shouldn't be able to for free. Not have it on speed. Oh, it's on speed. And now Ophelia needs to base soon, since he has gathered a lot of gold, and then the waves will not be in sync, since now Rumble can just move top, Ari can move bot if she wants to, and then depush it. She will have TP zone. And right now, since Drake is still in 2 minutes 40, red side wants to play for Baron, and then they give them time. Heretics takes way too long, just because they didn't set up the waves properly. Oops. Yeah, now the depush. Ari can't really progress, but Ari has TP now, so it's okay if she takes that defensive. Now the Drake is spawning soon, so Everyone is gonna play for bot side again. LeBlanc pushes this, moves into mid lane, and then Thresh moves here, sets up vision. It's like very basic again. This time they have top lane set up though, bot lane low-key set up as well. I don't like this setup though, if they keep Cassandra on the flank and LeBlanc not. So Cassandra should just go mid here. Okay, they are moving top again. Also understandable. LeBlanc does the poking things. Now you will see tops is top. They are not on a timer. Bot lane at this point, honestly, tier 1 bot lane doesn't matter. And since no one will be around if this tower dies from minions, the gold bounty doesn't matter since you don't get gold bounty, obviously, if no one is around. So this wave will eventually push back just because of the turret and just because of the minion wave will be faster there. So they have one pushing wave right now, this one, and a wave they don't need to care about this one. So they, like Heretics, can just play on this as 5-man and be winning the whole time since they lose this top wave. And they're not winning by getting this bot lane tower since they are losing the gold. I think he could have doubled in him, right? And now they're like low-key kiting into bot, which is okay. Like LeBlanc can always clear those, by the way, if needed. But yeah, I mean they're just dying off 2 hits, obviously. And now they need to walk into them. Jack Spectre has the worst guns possible, though. And because he doesn't have any DPS guns, they lose. Let's look at this fight in slow. This should be a good fight for Heretics. LeBlanc is on flank. She can play the fight from here, I think she should be more aggressive here, by the way, already. Just let Ari pass, and then you can W over and play more aggressive here. These two should be more here, or these two should not be even hitting Drake, but then enemies won't walk in. So these two should just be here. Aphelios has a horrible gun, so that's already like bad. And Jack Spectre should have cared about that earlier, right? Like he has full armor on both, so he fucked up somewhere before. And now they're already too deep in, without LeBlanc getting any how's it called? Any poke before. And now they got Drake, and Heretics goes fight with those guns. That's so illegal. So what they should do here is just walk out bot, take this way back into mid lane. Enemies will get Drake position, Nash position, but bot lane, as you see, is pushing, and top lane is also pushing right now. So if you just take this one, defensive here, they need to respond here on blue side. So instead of looking for the fight, they don't need to look for a fight here. And like Jack's flash usage this fight is really weird. Yeah, this game is really weird. And Sisyphix is kinda smurfing on his shit item build Kaiser. Yeah, I don't know, this is the only guy that's allowed to play this build now. Does it on every champ. But blue side cannot really get anything out of it. Because yeah, LeBlanc has position, and also they have to accept those 2 waves. Now they're gonna chase him, but they will not get him. And this shows why setting up vision side lanes before plays is important, because they needed to respond those 2 side lanes. Even though they won the fight, they didn't get anything out of it besides the kills. But the kills didn't have to be happening. See here, they should just go out and go around here. Like those Aphelios weapons are just horrible. this flash. Okay, yeah, like Jack is just really not using his flash too well this game. And Zulfik is just the goat. No, they need to respond again. They will respond on this wave. This wave should be pushed as well. And then they take this wave defensive again. Wait until this wave is pushed here. This wave should be pushed here, and then they can set up vision again. They can never start Nash though. They just can't. Like, even if they get it. I mean, it's smart that they started, because then Heretic doesn't have time to respond on sites. Do they lose? No, I can't. I want to see this again. How do they lose this? Okay, Carlsen should TP now. It's okay to lose like TP for this. They should really just wards. Carlsen can TP like under this wall. And LeBlanc plays from top side. Zetos shouldn't move with moves into this with his team here. He should move up here and play from this, while the rest of his team plays from here. This is good poke, but I still prefer him playing from here. As there's a good flank here, we didn't respect that. And again, no one is. Like, look where Carlsen TP'd. This TP is so horrible. No one is on Aphelios. Aphelios is getting 1v1 by the Alistair. They're just playing fights so bad. Like, no one is guarding Jack Spectre. No one. Oops. Yeah, they just got Nash now, obviously. And at this point again, no, left side should win. But they still have, like, if they still play for Aphelios should still be able to maybe carry fights. He hasn't been getting items for so long now. He's so stuck on it. Yeah, this poke is okay if you want. Like, it's okay to get this poke on Y, so she can't go in. But Carlsen should have already TP'd on this ward. Or on a ward here, so he's in front of Aphelios. And then they should just play here, stand your ground, with Aphelios weapons, which is really good, instead of TPing here. Like, Thresh should be staying like up here, so he can play Lantern, he can still play E and ult in this area, and Hawk. This guy just ults back here and should die for it. He shouldn't care. And yeah, like, if Cassandra is here, he can just hold this. Yeah, like this way they just get for free on. Also here, Cassandra should trade kills with Ari, by the way. It's always good to kill someone. Like, trade, if you die anyways, just take one with you, so he doesn't have the Nash buff. I think blue side wins now. Like, they can just dive turrets if they want to. But honestly, they just um, stay on Nash wave and then 2 Nash waves. Now they back off. I think they can dive if they push mid into bot into mid, but it's only Cassandra, so they have a hard time diving. They don't need to hard commit for dive anyways. They just fake dive and then take turret. But they wanted to reset, which is okay. Now blue side needs to fix waves before going for the next play. So they walk into bots. They are moving here because they are scared that red side is camping somewhere here. But they should honestly just stay mid lane, accept the next wave. There will be time though. Like Kaiser wouldn't need to move. Like please let this tower drop. Thank you. Like no one gets a local gold, right? Really smart. Like this tower is one hit. LeBlanc could basically W up and hit it once. And now they're not progressing with the Drake. They're playing for Elder. They're using the Nash just to get Elder push, which is okay. Top lane wave is not prepared by anyone. Really awkward, so it's kind of flip. And now it's just a 5v5 match. So again, Zertus just like pokes. I would have liked him to be here. Like Zertus should be playing poke from here. He can't though since they don't have vision, so he should be playing from this side and not from front. Because this way Alistair can combo him, Vi can just ult him here. Hunter should also walk up, and now people should please stand in front of the Expector. Like, Volibear shouldn't be standing where he is. He should just be mid and stand in front of the Expector. They are destroyed. This is losing fight. No. Yeah, Kaiser just killed everyone here. No, the end, right? Yeah, the end now. So, Heretics really, like, just by how they played side lane waves, they really throw it. Like, they lead the way. Just have better silent setups on the on the objectives. They win this.